Don't tell me I'm so much stressed, I have a lot of suffering, and I carry the burden of the suffering for the last 10, 20 years. But why our mind claims and declares that I have been suffering for so many years? We have a false notion. We brand ourselves. We claim we are worthy of suffering. Did you ever try to, did you ever sit down with eyes closed and to ask yourself, after all, who we are? Who am I? What is the world? And what exactly is the relationship between who am I and the world outside? And what exactly is the existence which so called created the world outside and me also? Eastern wisdom asks a very direct question. Who am I? Do you know? I'm husband. No, husband. You are a man first or a husband? No, I'm a man first. But what is this man? You are talking of a gender, age, sex, who you are. That is the most important question. Who am I? What is the world and its nature? And what is the existence? Unless we know clearly through the self inquiry the answers of these three questions, we cannot bring an end to the suffering in this world. You can say these are the basics we have to be clear. I buy a car and I'm very happy. How long that happiness remains? Maybe for about 3 to 4 days. Then the mind is occupied with something else that you dislike, and then you are suffering. So our mind claims that this car has given me an happiness, the car is still with you. So whenever you are in stress, you start driving the car. Enjoy that happiness. But that does not happen. Why it does not happen? The car does not contain the property of happiness. I experience that so-called pleasure inside and the car remains outside. I experience eating pasta, I claim it gives me pleasure. The pasta remains inside the body and the mind experiences the same pleasure. From where the pleasure has come? If it does not contain in the pasta, it does not contain in the car. We have to discover, we have to do the self inquiry, we have to understand it. So, our understanding begins dropping the false notion. These are the three very important questions we should ask every day, and especially when our mind is surrounded by the stress, hatred, so called attachment, obsession, etc. We have a famous proverb, ignorance is bliss. I don't know anything, whether the car gives me happiness or not, so that ignorance is bliss. So I continue to live into that state of the pleasure for a few days. After that, I meet a girl, I become a soulmate. How long? Can you directly say that after you become a soulmate, all your pain and the suffering has come to an end? Can you say that? No, I cannot say that. It means I have to inquire. The self inquiry is the way. Eastern wisdom teaches in a systematic way.